I'm at 9220 Southwest 3rd, and I'm going to video some of the repair things just so you can see them a little bit more. So this area where the siding uh, is up against the house, he thinks maybe one of the areas that the termites are getting in because they're right in this area. So we would ask to have that sealed. If you look over here, this downspout is not totally going into the rain drain. I tried to adjust it, but it needs to be like cut with wire cutters or something to go in to help not get any water down there. Walking in, these are fir floors. It looks like there's a decent amount on them, so they could potentially be sanded back to their original color. It may be a little hard to get some of the sanding in the grooves, but that also may give it kind of a neat looking patina or something. Here's like just a little lip in between this and up here. These are oak floors, which also could be refinished. Here is the missing part of the top of the sink thing. I've got the water running because the sewer scope is going on right now. I think he mentioned this door needs to be adjusted a little bit. Some of these smaller things I can get a handyman in here to do that I don't think we necessarily need to prioritize as much. On the dishwasher, this piece is undone. We ran the dishwasher and I closed it. It did open and it had some soap in it and the soap was gone. I just don't know, it doesn't spring totally open. I'm trying to think of what else was in here. Your electric panel is right there. There are some different switches. Some of the light bulbs are burned out, but I unscrewed them from other lights just to make sure that the fixtures work. But some of the fixtures are a little bit loose. Again, I think that's a handyman thing that would be easy to fix. In the bathroom, this I did not notice before, but the grout is missing around here, and so it's raised this some. So I am inclined for us to ask to have this fixed because that's something that a tenant is going to wind up making worse. The bathtub is slow draining. I think that that's more of a hair clog issue, which a handyman can fix. The flooring in here, it's got some areas around the tub that, don't go all the way up. It's just not a professional install job. It doesn't seem to have any moisture issues. In this bedroom, the front bedroom, one of the things we noticed is, I don't know if they had a dog or something, but there's some dings in the floor. So this area may be a little bit harder to sand and get looking like the rest of it. They may just need to sand a little bit deeper, but when I did remove the vent, there is really a lot of fir floor left still. And then it's this back room that is the one that's the unconventional framing. Now, I jump on it, it's really stable. This is the one, let me see if I can pull back, where here's the ceiling of this one. So the ceiling's is lower. I'm 5'7", and there's still at least a foot above me, I would say, up here. And it does have the heat ducts. Now let me bring you around the outside. Here's the exterior door. So we've got the decking here. The decking goes all the way around it. So under here, no, you can't even really see, but it just shows that that's kind of open. So there's not like a foundation poured around it. And then around the side, the decking goes all the way up to it, so I don't see any way to really do a foundation. Now let me look on this side. Okay, so this side, okay, so here's where we can see a little bit more. So my thinking is we need to ask for, on this side, to have a contractor really kind of frame out this side of it so stuff can't get underneath and everything into that access area. And they're still working on the shed. They had an electrician out, so we've already got all that stuff written in, but I would add some extra electrical to it. Here is so here's the regular roof. He's having to do the sewer scope going in through the roof. Here is the section of this room that is a little bit more flat that you really want to keep the pine needles off of. I think that these gutters would be good if they had screens on top of them, but it's just not going to wear as well as the rest of the roof. His guess is that the roof is probably about 10 years old, so he thought the roof was in good shape. This is where there was a wood stove, which my guess was not DEQ certified, so they had to remove it before the sale. And these cadet heaters are not in use, but I would have the electrician cap them off because we wouldn't want a tenant using those either, since they're the old recall ones. But all of these rooms are hooked up to the furnace.